Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Ryan and today we're looking at Zeus within Elden Ring. Zeus is the god of the sky and rules over lightning amongst others. He is shown frequently in images holding a lightning bolt, and this is what our build is focused around, the Bolt of Gransax and its Ash of War ancient lightning spear, and also the incantation of lightning spear. I wanted to avoid red lightning spells, but unfortunately it wasn't completely doable due to Bolt of Gransax is technically red. However, the weapon best suits the build and the roleplay. For our buffs, we use the Howl of Shibari, which increases all our damage by 25%, but does increase our damage taken by 30%. We're also rocking Golden Vow, which gives us 15% damage boost and all damage negation by 10%. We are using the Lightning Shrouding here, which increases our lightning attacks by 20%, and also our Lightning Scorpion Charm, which also boosts us by another 12%, but increases our physical damage by 10%. So as you can imagine, this hits like a truck with all that damage boost, especially when we're using our lightning spells here. With this build, we fight at a distance. We are rocking a lightweight setup and talismans that help us stack damage at full HP. If you're finding you're a bit squishy or getting hit quite a lot, you can swap out that talisman and put in the Dragon Crest shield to grant you a nice damage negation boost. As you can see from the clips we've put in here, we've fought in 4 to 5 bosses, and as you can see, we've absolutely decimated them. Now, the Bolt of Gransax itself, the Ash of War, hits like an utter truck. In my opinion, it's one of the top 5 weapons in the game currently, as long as you stat yourself correctly, and I'll show my stats at the end there so you can go ahead and see what you need to do to use this weapon. I thoroughly enjoyed playing as Zeus. It's so versatile. Yes, the slight issue with it is you have terrible damage negation, especially when we're stacking some of the other buffs that do go against that. However, you should be fighting at a distance, as you'll see with this fight as well. I am hiding in a bush here, or stood behind the bush. How they don't see me, I have no idea. But I go ahead and throw down the special ability and absolutely decimate the health pool. What's that? Well over half. These aren't the hardest bosses in the game, but these are bosses that actually I've never really come up against, because I've always tend to skip most of these smaller bosses in certain areas, unless it's in Limgrave. So I wanted to go ahead and find these bosses and test this weapon out. We do throw down the Lightning Spear. The Lightning Spear is fantastic. If you charge it, yes, it leaves you a little bit vulnerable for a few seconds whilst you're charging. However, it hits like an absolute truck. Now, towards the end of the video, we go ahead and we fight the NPCs, or as we best know them, the flaming skeleton guys right at the end of Khalid here. Now, they don't really attack you very much. However, I just wanted to showcase how much damage you can physically do. This is also a boss I've never fought before, and it's something that it took me a little while to work out how to find him. Now, he hits really, really hard against this build. However, I hit even harder. Now, I'm showing here we need to fight out of range. If you do get too close, we do get smacked back. However, if we can keep our distance, we just hit like a truck, charge it up, throw it down, and smack them down. We're destroying bosses between 3 to 5 shots here, and it's just truly fantastic. We didn't take this to PvP, just because I don't think he's going to be very good in PvP. You can easily dodge some of these movesets. Now, we're moving on to my favourite part, which is killing the random NPCs that we were just talking about. Now, we go ahead and we show the Gransax special ability. We show a Lightning Spear uncharged. We show quite a few of these uncharged. Then we charge one up. You can see it gets a lot bigger, and when it actually hits one, it pretty much one-shots them. And we also show a spell that we haven't really used or utilised that much. Did forget I have to go pop my potion here because our faith is on the lower side, but we have the faith knot tier in there to boost it up. And the spell we're using is the Horned Bolt, which is brilliant because it grants us a little bit of AoE, which is something this build was lacking. So I went ahead and threw this in, and we've got a little bit of AoE. It's not really something you want to be using a lot of, but you know, it's nice to have a little bit of extra utility for this build. All in all, this Zeus build is in my top 3. It's so versatile and it's so much fun to use. Now we're moving on to the build. We use the Bolt of Gransax plus 10 and the Grave Stone Seal plus 25, the Shard of Alexander, the Godfrey Icon, Lightning Scorpion Charm, and the Ritual Sword Talisman. Within our flask, we have the Lightning Shrouding cracked tier for that extra boost of damage, and we have the Faith Knot Crystal tier for a 10% faith boost. This is important because we rock a lower faith, which is 23. This boosts it to 33, which allows us to use Howl of Shibari. For cosplay purposes, we have the Snow Witch's robe bottoms, which makes it look like we're wearing part of a toga, in my opinion. We use the Gravestone seal because this actually boosts our incantation of Lightning Spear. Just an extra nice little boost there. Now, if we're looking at the stats on the right hand side here, we're level 150. Our Vigour is 46, our Mind is 20, our Endurance is 20, our Dexterity is 80, and our Strength is 20. Our Intelligence is 10, our Faith is 23, and our Arcane is 10. Obviously we have terrible poise because we are rocking essentially a skirt, but we're going down for the role-playing purpose and the cosplay purpose. Now, I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope it's been informative. If you have all enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye!